India Today has the biggest team of reporters on ground zero in Varanasi to bring you the latest. It's the BJP's mega show of strength. The Prime Minister is to land in Kashi anytime now for a 6-kilometer long roadshow. So for the BJP, this is a big show of strength. BJP ministers, leaders, NDA allies all reaching Varanasi for the Prime Minister's 6-kilometer long roadshow and for the Prime Minister to file his nomination papers once again from Kashi for the 2019 elections. Now, this roadshow will begin with the Prime Minister garlanding the statue of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya at the Lanka Chowk, the main entrance of the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, the Benaras Hindu University, and it will culminate at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. He will then perform the Ganga Aarti. The Prime Minister will be welcomed by thousands of party workers at more than 101 welcome points during the road show. The BJP says there will be approximately 6 lakh people who've gathered for the road show. There's an open invitation to Kashi Vasis, to the residents of Kashi, to join the road show in Varanasi today. The roadshow comes a day before the Prime Minister files his nomination papers from the constituency. He's seeking a second term from Varanasi, where he registered an emphatic victory in 2014. And just a short while back, the Prime Minister was speaking in Banda, where he talked about half of elections being over. So more than 300 seats have already cast their ballot. People have cast their ballot for 300 seats. The Prime Minister says he's very confident that his party is doing well, and perhaps, according to him, that's the reason why the opposition is now complaining about the electronic voting machines.
300 सीटों पर वोट पड़ने के बाद जो खबरें आ रही है, उससे कुछ लोगों के चेहरे लटक गए हैं। अब इन्होंने फिर से ईवीएम का राग छेड़ दिया है। वो पूरा समय मोदी को गाली देते रहे, लेकिन बात बनी नहीं। तब उन्होंने अपना गाली देने वाला जो तरीका है, वो मोदी से हटा करके ईवीएम पर ले गए हैं। अब आधा चुनाव ईवीएम को गाली देने में निकाल देंगे। सपा और बसपा वाले मेरी जाति का सर्टिफिकेट बांटने में जुटे हैं और कांग्रेस के नामदार मोदी के बहाने पूरे पिछड़े समाज को ही गाली देने में लगे हैं। इनकी राजनीति का यही सार है। ये जात पात पंथ संप्रदाय उससे आगे सोच ही नहीं सकते। क्या किसी को मालूम है किस जाति के थे? सुखदेव किस जाति के थे? राजगुरु कौन जाति के थे? चंद्रशेखर आजाद कौन जाति के थे? रानी लक्ष्मीबाई कौन जाति की थी? नेताजी सुभाष बोस कौन जाति थे? भाइयों बहनों, एक भी महापुरुष अपनी जाति से नहीं जाना जाता है।
And these are live images that you see from the Lanka gate of the Benaras Hindu University. A large number of BJP workers, supporters, people of Kashi, they've assembled there. That's the media van. And I can see India Today's Paulami Saha on top of that on top of that van. I also have India Today's Rahul Srivastav. Rahul Srivastav also joining me on the broadcast, but the Prime Minister has just tweeted. Let's quickly take a look at what the Prime Minister has said. That is what the Prime Minister has said. After bumper rallies in Darbhanga and Banda, I'm heading to beloved Kashi. There are a series of programs lined up which would give me another excellent opportunity to interact with my sisters and brothers of Kashi. Har Har Mahadev is what the Prime Minister is saying. Rahul Srivastav, Lord Shiv's city, Kashi, and Prime Minister. It's all geared up to receive the Prime Minister. We are looking at this image, these visuals of the Lanka gate of Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya. Take us through what's planned, what's the Prime Minister's agenda in Kashi later this evening.
Gaurav, what I'll tell you that it is outside Varanasi, it is known as the Lanka Gate, but here it is known as the iconic Singhadwar of the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, and you have the founder of BHU, Dr. Madan Mohan Malviya, right outside, keeping a watch. Now, Varanasi is not an ordinary city, as you had said.
Yes.
It is one of the oldest living cities in the world. This is the seat of Baba Vishwanath. And Prime Minister, when he came to Varanasi in 2014 and decided that's going to be his home constituency, it was a very carefully crafted decision. Primarily because Varanasi is no ordinary temple town. Varanasi is revered across every point in the globe. And anybody who holds this seat perhaps has a different level of affinity with the voters. And that affinity added to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's past as a RSS Pracharak. Remember, he was the first Pracharak turned Chief Minister, first Pracharak turned Prime Minister, because Atal Bihari Vajpayee and others were with Tarak. Now, when Prime Minister Modi this time around comes in for a re-election, he is not using Varanasi only to get re-elected. You see the symbolism. You've got the BJP Saffron, you've got the Bhajpa Fir Modi Sarkar, but you've got these dash of tricolor also in it. We saw that people carrying large tricolors. There were Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogans. It is a mobilization, a show of strength to prove to the remaining 243 odd constituencies and the 54 remaining in Uttar Pradesh,
yes,
that this is one leader who enjoys immense popularity. These are Kodak moments when Narendra Modi will like to create here. Today, in terms of him as the leader, as you can see now, the SPT teams and the police teams have just arrived. I think the final touches to the security movement are being given. If the camera can pan across, we can show you that that is the Singhadwar, and the Prime Minister will come out of that gate, and he will arrive at this statue here of Madan Mohan Malviya. You can see Anil Jain, the Congress, the BJP General Secretary, who is waving at us and wanting to know whether the picture is perfect or not. I would like to tell Mr. Jain that it's a dark silhouette which we are getting from here. From here, Prime Minister Narendra Modi convoy will move towards the right. And Gaurav, look at the sea of humanity. This is true what Prime Minister Narendra Modi's convoy will have to wade through. And perhaps this is where lies the message the BJP would like to send out from this roadshow today. The message that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is as acceptable, perhaps even more, than what he was in 2014.
That's a very interesting point to make there, Rahul. Stay with me. That's a very interesting point to make there, that the Prime Minister wants to make the 2019 victory even bigger than 2014, and that's the effort through this mega roadshow and the picture perfect moments, as you say, that the BJP is trying to orchestrate for the Prime Minister. Aishwarya Mahadev of the Congress joins me on the broadcast. Aishwarya Mahadev, contrast this with what the Congress did. Your party General Secretary in charge of Eastern UP, did she raise hopes of the Congress saying, should I contest from Varanasi? I'm open to the idea of contesting from Varanasi. Thrice she said that, and suddenly it's back to Ajay Rai, who got a mere 7% of the votes polled last time, ma'am.
Whether you're talking about Varanasi or not, the decision making of the Congress party lies with the Congress Central Election Commission. And it was a collective decision that was taken that Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi has far more utility all across the state and also in the remaining sectors of seats that we have, as opposed to fighting an election there. Irrespective of what she may have spoken about or caused speculation in the media, the decision comes from the High Command, and that is the decision that has been agreed to. When you're talking about did we raise hopes in Varanasi and whatnot, I think that the cadre there, because of Mrs. Gandhi's presence there, is also further emboldened than it was previously. And whether it's Varanasi or all the remaining seats across Eastern UP and Western UP and India, that we have enough and more of our cadre working hard enough. This is not about one seat, this is about the entire country. And she has a far larger pan-India impact that she's having rather than relegating her to one seat.
Okay, instead of relegating her to one seat, is that how it comes out, Ajit Jha? You've travelled across Uttar Pradesh, and you know, India Today magazine is also putting together a cover story on the importance of Uttar Pradesh. For decades it's being said the road to Delhi comes through Uttar Pradesh. But in all of this, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra saying, I'm open to the idea of Varanasi. I want Varanasi, but the decision is with the party president and the High Command. Whatever they say, I'm willing to do. So is she being relegated, or is this actually going to be disappointing for the party cadre, not just in Benaras, but perhaps across Eastern UP, which is her responsibility this election?
First of all, Gaurav, Varanasi and Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Modi has lots of strength. One of his biggest strengths is the fact that he uses very powerful symbols. Contesting from Varanasi, because as you rightly pointed out, Varanasi is the city of Lord Shiva, right? So it's the most powerful symbol in Hinduism, in the Indic civilization. So that is very important. Number two, Eastern UP in general, Awadh, Purvanchal, per capita income is half that of Western UP. Yes. And you have a Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath from Eastern UP. So what is required is to bring up the level of Eastern UP equal to Western UP. Okay. And therefore, Prime Minister Modi's the massive sort of expenditure that they have done in the constituency in Varanasi and the Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, the idea was to build up the economy of Eastern UP. So that is a very important reason. You asked me about Priyanka. You see what she did. Of course, as Sanjay Jha pointed out, she is in charge of 42 seats in Eastern UP, and she doesn't have a lot of space in terms of time to, you know, go to each constituency and have a meeting. So maybe it was a sort of decision which would be considered cautious, not to contest from Varanasi. But at the same time, it was a great photo opportunity. It would have, even if she would have lost, the entire media, the entire, you know, the whole country, the whole world maybe would have been looking at the Varanasi fight. So that the Congress has lost as an opportunity. I would say the Congress has chickened out in an election where they started with a lot of ambition and audacity.
Interesting. I also want to cut across to Nilanshu, because the point that you make about development, you know, putting money in a constituency, has that happened in Varanasi? Nilanshu, you're on ground zero. You know, in 2014, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi started representing Kashi, he said the effort will be to make Kashi into a Kyoto, and he'd also traveled to Japan. We visited Kyoto, where we saw how a heritage city was actually developed into a modern city, yet respecting its heritage. Is Kashi anything like Kyoto today?
See, Gaurav, let me tell you that Varanasi is one of the oldest city, and there is a very less scope of expanding the city when it comes to the old areas. But yes, the beautification of ghats, renovation of temples, that have been done, and hanging wires were a very big problem here. People used to complain about hanging wires. That problem has been resolved in maximum areas, and now underground cabling has been done. When it comes to Ganga cleaning, we have spoken to a lot of people in the constituency. They have said that in the last 5 years they have seen a lot of change. The water has become much clean, but still a lot of efforts are yet to be made, but they are satisfied with the work done by Narendra Modi. Let me also tell you that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in the last 2 years has also focused primarily on Varanasi. He has visited Varanasi the maximum time when it comes to visiting other districts. So clearly both the central and state government have contributed, and this is what I can show you right now. I am at Nagwa and you can see the crowd. Everywhere you'll see the BJP workers, BJP flags, workers chanting slogans of Har Har Modi. And let me tell you that it is extremely hot right now, but still you can clearly see the enthusiasm of the party workers. They are highly enthusiastic and they are energized. So this is what the BJP is trying to show here. The BJP is trying to showcase their strength in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's constituency, and it is a clear message to the opposition parties that Modi cannot be defeated from here. This is what they have tried to show. And when it comes to candidature, this time we have seen Samajwadi Party and BSP fielding Shalini Yadav from here. She's not a known face. She contested the mayor elections from here in 2017 but lost. And Ajay Rai in the 2014 elections, the Congress leader, was only managed to get more than 70,000 votes. Around 7% was his vote share, and he also lost his deposit.
Okay.
So it is a clear message by the opposition as well that somewhere they have already conceded defeat, and it is
that's a very interesting point to make, and I'll take that question to Aishwarya Mahadev. Aishwarya, is that also your assessment that because the Mahagathbandhan could not come together, one, could that be a reason why Priyanka Gandhi is not contesting? And two, as analysts and reporters on ground are saying, has the opposition already conceded Varanasi, given that everyone polled together also did not match up to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's numbers in 2014, ma'am?
You know, Gaurav, a lot of media speculation would like to suggest that the Mahagathbandhan came together, Sapa and Baspa and the Congress came together to try and see Varanasi could be fought out. But you realize the sort of acrimonious statements coming from all across that none of this is actually true. The Congress is fighting on its own merit. The other two parties are doing the same. The fact that they also decided to put up a candidate, an SP candidate there who was the mayoral candidate previously, and you see that we've also put our candidate. I think irrespective of everything what Mr. Jha, like my colleague Mr. Jha, has spoken about, is that Miss Priyanka Gandhi has far greater responsibility right now across Uttar Pradesh, and that is far more important than one particular seat. I understand everybody would have liked to set this up for a dream finish for one side or the other, and that this could be the last stand and use your trump card. But theatrics aside, practicality dictates that a woman who has so much responsibility across the nation, and the fact that she is one of the highest requested campaigners across the country in all the remaining seats, it's also about prioritizing the party over one particular seat, Gaurav, and I think that is what the party has decided, and that is the smartest.
Is that also an indication that the Mahagathbandhan or the opposition, everyone failed to come together, sync their differences and come together to take on the BJP, and this may just end up being advantage BJP, Aishwarya?
Gaurav, when you talk about sync their differences and come together, I think that was a foregone conclusion that the BSP and the Samajwadi Party could not do it. My Congress president put out the message very strongly that the doors are always open for negotiation, even though we're the larger national party, and the both of them were not willing, and very sorry that irrespective of how much we tried to have amicable relationships, discord set in, and it wasn't from our side. And if you expect us to come put together differences, I don't think that was a dialogue that was ever going to happen.
Okay.
But post results, I can very strongly assure you that looking at the numbers that we're very surely going to cobble up, everybody is going to be very extremely amicable to come down into the discussion table, because now it may not seem that victory favors us, but when we show you what we can prove, you'll see the way that
Agrawal of the BJP
change.
also joins us, and he doesn't seem to agree with the numbers that the Congress thinks that they or the Mahagathbandhan thinks that they may be able to get. Vaibhav Agrawal, is it advantage BJP because the Mahagathbandhan and the Congress could not come together, so they'll end up splitting votes, and that would be advantage Prime Minister Modi in Varanasi?
For so many years, Gaurav, everyone has tried doing something or the other with politics and with their lust of power. Whether it is advantage Modi or not, we will never come back and say anything like that. But I would just show you this picture from Varanasi. Why is it that this picture was only we were able to take it in last 5 years and never before?
Okay, we are looking at a lot of pictures from Varanasi. Okay, you're showing us a picture which incidentally is of Aaj Tak. So go ahead, just show us that picture and tell us why you're showing us that picture once again. Okay, go on.
Look at this. You know, why is something like this only visible in last 5 years and never before? You know, this picture is self-explanatory, and this is Varanasi. This is a road to the Varanasi city from the airport, which is an international terminal. You can fly Kuala Lumpur directly from a Varanasi airport today. So you understand, Varanasi has not just been taken care of economically, but Varanasi has been taken care of from a cleanliness perspective, from an organizing perspective. If someone was just referring to the wires that just went underground, someone was just talking about the roads that have been made, the Benaras Vishwa Hindu University, the Benaras Hindu University, we've talked about education. So the idea here is that in last 5 years, one can come back and say that this has not happened, that has not happened, we have a lot of work at hand to do, etc., etc. But my simple question is that why is it that we are only talking now when Prime Minister Modi is the MP from Varanasi? Okay. Why haven't we ever spoken about it ever before?
You've traveled to ground zero. You know, the opposition says the road that Vaibhav is showing us, one part of the road is done. So it's a good highway. They're saying beyond this highway, not much has been done. Is that true? Or when you went to ground zero, has more been done in terms of, you know, underground cabling or sewage treatment and all of that on ground?
Look, the truth is, Gaurav, it's a historical city. It's a very densely populated city.
It is.
In fact, just to create something called the Kashi Vishwanath temple corridor, they had to get rid of 230 structures.
Yes.
And these 230 structures were 200 years old.
Yes.
And a lot of people, were displaced as a result. And obviously, they have to be compensated. In fact, the goal is to actually get rid of old structures which are really very, very old and not in a very good condition. 290 such structures. And the idea is to connect 3 of the ghats, the Manikarnika Ghat, the Jalasen Ghat and the Lalita Ghat, with these pathways which is emerging from the city. It is what one would call gentrification of Varanasi.
Stay with me for a moment. I just want to cut across to India Today's Himanshu Mishra for the latest ground report.
राधा के आप भी राधा है। राधा मोदी जी के स्वागत में बनारस में है। क्या आपको लगता है कि पिछली बार से ज्यादा मार्जिन से जीत जाएंगे? जी हाँ। आप हनुमान के रोल में हैं। हनुमान जो थे वो पूरी रामायण के वो पात्र थे जिनके दम पर जो है पूरी की पूरी रामलीला चलती थी। मोदी जी को जिताने में आपका कितना बड़ा हाथ होगा?
मेरा पूरा सहयोग है और हमारी टीम का पूरा सहयोग है कि वो दोबारा प्रधानमंत्री बने।
आप दोबारा प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे, इसकी पूरी उम्मीद आपको?
हाँ, उम्मीद है। कितने वोटों से जो है प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जीतेंगे किशन जी? पूरे 100% पूरे वोटों से।
पूरे कितने वोटों से? पिछली बार 3.5 लाख से ज्यादा वोटों से जीते थे, इस बार
5,000।
5 लाख वोटों से जीते थे। 5 लाख वोट मिल जाएंगे नरेंद्र मोदी जी को?
जी हाँ, जी हाँ।
इस बार जो है ये कहा जा रहा था कि प्रियंका गांधी चुनाव लड़ेंगी, लेकिन वो नहीं लड़ रही है, अजय राय लड़ रहे हैं, तो कांग्रेस ने हार मान ली?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मान लिया।
कांग्रेस ने हार मान ली है और ये कहना है इनका। ये अलग अलग वेशभूषा के अंदर लोग आए हैं प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का स्वागत करने के लिए और नारे लगा रहे हैं हर हर महादेव के। ये बताता है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की लोकप्रियता 5 सालों में किस तरीके से बढ़ी है कि लोग अपने घरों से निकलकर ही नहीं आए बल्कि अलग अलग वेशभूषाओं में आए हैं। और आप देख सकते हैं कि आप किस रोल में हैं।
मैं काली जी के रोल में, काली जी के रोल में हूँ। मैं माँ काली के रोल में।
महाकाली का प्रकोप किस पे चढ़ेगा इस बार?
महाकाली का प्रकोप इस बार आतंकवादियों पे
चढ़ेगा और
विरोधियों पे तो पूरा चढ़ेगा।
विरोधियों पे भी चढ़ेगा। कौन है विरोधी मोदी जी के?
अभी तो मोदी जी के विरोधी जो देश के दुश्मन है वो है।
ये विरोधियों पे भी चढ़ेगा और आतंकवादियों पे भी जो है नरेंद्र के ऊपर चढ़ने वाला है। तो एक बड़ी चीज अगर आप देखें तो अब से कुछ देर में जो है रोड शो शुरू होगा, लेकिन यहाँ जिस तरीके से बनारस की इस 80 घाट चौराहे के ऊपर पब्लिक आ गई है, उसके बाद ये शायद आपको नजारा इस तरीके का इससे मिला होगा। 2014 और 17 में भी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जो है वो यहाँ रोड शो किए थे, लेकिन इस तरीके का जन समर्थन प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी को नहीं मिला। आप देख सकते हैं कि लोग कुर्सियां लगा के घरों की छतों पे बैठ गए हैं और वो इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि कब वो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी को देखें, क्योंकि 2 साल पहले प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने यहीं से रोड शो किया था। तब विधानसभा चुनाव थे और बीजेपी ने यहां पर 8 की 8 विधानसभा सीटें जीत ली थी। कैमरामैन प्रदीप गुप्ता के
मोक्ष की नगरी कहते हैं काशी को, शिव की नगरी कहते हैं काशी को, त्रिशूल पर टिकी है ये काशी। और इसी काशी में आप देख सकते हैं कि कितना बड़ा जन सैलाब है इस समय। I mean, just look at the number of people who are out there on the streets of Kashi. What are they saying? What are they thinking? People of Varanasi set to welcome their member of parliament and the prime minister of the country. We are getting a lot of reactions from reporters on ground zero. Let's take a look.
ये बताइए, जिस तरीके से आप लोग यहाँ पर तैयार होकर के आए, आप लोग क्या संदेश लेकर के आए हैं?
देखिए, यहाँ पे आपको एक नहीं 6.5 चौकीदार मिलेंगे, लोकतंत्र के चौकीदार, और एक चौकीदार जिनके स्वागत करने के लिए हम लोग खड़े हैं। एक ही नारा, एक ही राम, मोदी जी को जय श्री राम।
मैं बिजनेस वुमेन हूँ, मैं बैंगलोर से आई हूँ और मोदी जी एक इंस्पिरेशन है। वो मुझे बैंगलोर से यहाँ खींच लाए हैं, वो और उनका काम।
हम जब यहाँ फर्स्ट ईयर में आए थे उस समय से अभी तक जितने भी डेवलपमेंट देखे वो इंस्पिरेशन है और हम इसलिए सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं मोदी को और इसीलिए आकर।
मोदी जी हमारे लिए बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं और हमारे काशी के लिए नहीं, सिर्फ हमारे पूरे देश के लिए बहुत सम्मान की बात, और पाकिस्तान को मुंह तोड़ जवाब दे, और इसलिए हम मोदी जी को सपोर्ट करते हैं।
ये बताइए कि क्या है इस बार लोगों के बीच में माहौल क्या है?
ये फिर मोदी सरकार है,
फिर मोदी सरकार है। कई और लोग हैं, आप बताइए कि आप लोग चाय यहाँ पीते हैं, यहाँ क्या माहौल है?
यहाँ सिर्फ मोदी मोदी मोदी, पूरा बनारस, पूरा देश मोदीमय है। आज मोदी जी बनारस आ रहे हैं, रोड शो कर रहे हैं और उसका बेसब्री से हम लोग को इंतजार है। उनके स्वागत की तैयारियां जोर शोर से हो रही हैं
और बाहर भी खड़े हैं। ये बताइए यहाँ कैसा है माहौल?
माहौल सर अच्छा है, यहाँ पे
किसका है?
पूरा बनारस है, हिंदुस्तान है,
मोदीमय है। इस रास्ते से गुजरेगा उनका आज
काफिला, तो हम लोग स्वागत के लिए खड़े हैं कब से, सुबह से आके धूप में
सुबह से खड़े हैं।
From how many days you are here?
I'm very proud, I'm very happy to stay with you and with the Indian people because this से होता हुआ दशाश्वमेध घाट पर इसका समापन होगा। पूरे शहर में सुरक्षा के बहुत इंतजाम किए गए हैं, लेकिन ये जो ओपन जीप है हमारा, ये तमाम जगहों पर होता हुआ इस कवरेज को दिखाएगा। अभी तक जानकारी यही है कि अब प्रधानमंत्री किसी भी वक्त पहुंच सकते हैं। इससे पहले बांदा में उन्होंने रैली की थी और फिर वहां से वो यहाँ बनारस के लिए निकले हैं। तो सभी को इंतजार है कि पीएम की यहाँ पर रैली होगी, रोड शो होगा ओपन, और उसके बाद से वो किस तरह से संबोधित करते हैं लोगों को। नेहा।
So these are live images. This is the Singh Dwar, also known as the Lanka gate of the Benaras Hindu University, Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya. And as our reporters have been telling us, that people are perched on rooftops, they've put benches, they've put chairs, all to see their member of parliament. Other reporters, a lot of more other reports coming in, but I quickly also want to bring in Aishwarya Mahadev of the Congress party and Vaibhav Agrawal of the BJP. Aishwarya, does this seem to indicate that as far as the Congress is concerned, Ajay Rai has a huge battle ahead of him, perhaps bigger than 2014?
I think in 2014 you have to acknowledge that whether it was anti-incumbency at a high or whether the Narendra Modi came on this plank of promising Achedin and Vikas and promised the moon to the people, but what you've seen over this period of time is an absolutely dismal track record. For every road or the picture of a road or half a road that Vaibhav shows you, let's talk about one very important thing, that is the lifeline of Kashi, right? Let's talk about Ganga Ma, the man that said मैं Ganga Ma पे वादा करती हूँ कि सबको ये Varanasi ko Kyoto bana dungi. What happened there? Kashi to Kyoto. Let's give you facts, and this does not come out of anywhere except Rajya Sabha data. And Gaurav, the very simple fact is Narendra Modi in his Swachh Bharat survey itself tells you Varanasi is one of the dirtiest cities in the country. Then the Rajya Sabha tells you out of the 250 odd projects for cleaning and also for development of Varanasi, only 75 projects are underway. Out of the 25,000 crores that had been sanctioned, only 6,000 crores have been allotted, out of which utilization certificates show less than 20%. You realize that the Ganga has gotten worse in 2019 than it had in 2014, and you're slowly choking the city to its death. Fanaticism, jingoism, and as well as acolytes across.
Is what Aishwarya Mahadev of the Congress says. Vaibhav Agrawal, respond.
You know, the problem is that the Congress is so ill-informed. First of all, I'd like to give them a pat on their back for even receiving 75,000 votes that in 2014 Ajay received. You know, and Modi ji got 5,60,000 plus votes. Now, let's understand that if in 2014, when it was UPA 1, UPA 2, and Ajay I'm sure would have obliged many, and it was not a BJP-led government in the assembly elections in the UP, he still managed to get 75,000 votes. Let's see how many votes do we get. If Congress was so confident about being critical about Modi and Modi's development work, why didn't Priyanka Gandhi accept a challenge? Why didn't Rahul Gandhi throw her sister under the bus? Because he knew it was literally throwing her under the bus, you know, and he didn't want to do that, even if it comes to his own crowning glory. So you understand that, you know, and it was not 25,000 crores that Varanasi received. Varanasi received 30,000 crores, out of which the completion of the projects, that is 194 projects. Congress is absolutely uninformed. Aishwarya needs to go and check their facts right. You know, 194 projects, 60% are already complete, 20% are on level 8, which are 10 levels in a project completion cycle.
You see a lot of BJP leaders now assembling at the Lanka gate. They're also at other locations. I want to also dip into ground reports that are coming in. Vaibhav and Aishwarya, stay with me for a moment. I quickly want to now cut across to our reporters on ground zero who've sent us these reports.
We're standing right now at the Gadolia Chowk in Varanasi, where the Prime Minister will be embarking on a mega road show this afternoon. This, of course, before he files his nomination from the Lok Sabha constituency of Varanasi for a second time round. He's seeking re-election from this constituency, and the Bharatiya Janata Party has planned a grand spectacle, a road show over 7 kilometers going from Lanka Chowk in Varanasi all the way to Dashashwamedh Ghat in the evening, where he will be performing the Ganga Aarti, and top Bharatiya Janata Party leaders will be present on this occasion with the Prime Minister. Also, NDA leaders will be present as well. Prakash Singh Badal, Ramvilas Paswan, Nitish Kumar, Uddhav Thackeray, everyone will be there to show that they're firmly behind Narendra Modi as the next Prime Ministerial nominee of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And of course, Narendra Modi hoping that he is elected from Varanasi with a thumping majority like in 2014, and he is able to form government again. Let's speak to some of the people who've gathered over here to, of course, catch a glimpse of that road show as it passes through Gadolia. आप यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं, आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं?
देखिए, हमारा बड़ा सौभाग्य है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी पुनः इस बनारस की धरती पर चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। इस बनारस के 5 साल में इतना विकास इस बनारस में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिया है कि हमको लगता है कि इससे पहले आज तक कोई भी ऐसा एमपी का कैंडिडेट नहीं हुआ जिसने इतना विकास किया हो।
People over here telling us that they are going to ensure that Narendra Modi wins with a double majority, more than he won with the margin that he won with in 2014 from this very constituency of Varanasi. With camera person Vinod Kumar, Paulami Saha at the Gadolia Chowk in Varanasi for India Today.
So there are several stations, 101 in all, where the Prime Minister will be welcomed. I quickly want to once again bring in India Today's Rahul Srivastava for more on this. Rahul, we've just got a reaction that's coming in from the BJP President Amit Shah, who's perhaps setting the tone, saying Congress Party ke 3G hai. पहला गांधी, दूसरा गांधी, तीसरा गांधी। भाजपा के भी 3 जी है। पहला ग्राम विकास, दूसरा गंगा माता की स्वच्छता, तीसरा गौ रक्षा। So as elections move closer to central and eastern UP, Gau Raksha, Ganga Mata ki Swachhata and Gram Vikas are issues that are taking center stage, Rahul.
Gaurav, it's a political spin. See, when Priyanka Gandhi and the Congress party started dropping these subtle hints that she is likely to contest from Varanasi, it had a political advantage to it. It had a political spin, and it was supposed to push the opponent back to the drawing table. It did kind of have had an impact. Remember that if somebody like Priyanka Gandhi, though the Congress is virtually decimated in UP, somebody with a certain amount of political enigma and somebody from the first family with a deep history and association with the Congress party comes to a city like Varanasi, it does enthuse certain old Congress voters who might have abandoned the party over the last few decades. The idea was to pressurize leaders like Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, Manoj Sinha and others from this region to focus more on this region, reduce their footprint outside. All that is fine, but there is a flip side to it, Gaurav.
Okay.
The flip side is that over the last 7-8 hours, I've been here since yesterday, I find that there is a large number of voters who are very enthused by the fact that Priyanka Gandhi may contest from here. And they were actually sharpening the knives that maybe someday they'll have to go and vote for the Congress party if Priyanka is the candidate.
Rahul, stay with me for a moment. I quickly want to cut across to IndiaToday Group's news director, Rahul Kanwal, who joins us from Ground Zero. Rahul, you and I were there in 2014. How is 2019 different when Narendra Modi comes back to contest from Varanasi?
Well, Gaurav, there was a bit of anticipation and anxiety amongst BJP workers. If Priyanka Gandhi Vadra had chosen to contest from here, it would have been a slightly tougher fight. But given the fact that she's opted out of this battle and it's only Narendra Modi, I want to show you the scenes where we are. I remember you and I were reporting together from the Lanka Chowk 5 years ago. This is arguably bigger by a major multiple. This is a bigger show. The Prime Minister hasn't even arrived. And yet we see in the entire journey when we were coming here, there were people singing, there were people dancing. They're already convinced as far as these people are concerned that Prime Minister Modi is coming back to power, and they're already in celebratory mode. These aren't just local people from Varanasi, they're people from neighboring districts as well. After the 29th of April, the entire attention shifts here to Varanasi, and there is massive enthusiasm amongst the younger voters here in Varanasi around the fact that Narendra Modi has come here. We asked people if they feel that the Prime Minister had been able to deliver development for them. You know, you can question whether Kashi has become Kyoto, it really hasn't. But in comparison with how Varanasi used to be 5 years ago, if you see the scenes now, the roads are clearer, the ghats are remarkably transformed, the traffic is better organized. One of their big achievements has been that in all old Indian cities, especially in Varanasi, there are a lot of very ugly overground cabling. That cabling has now, at a cost of about 650 crore rupees, been taken underground. That transforms a lot of the landscape of Varanasi. Here people now feel that they are electing the Prime Minister, and with the kind of competition he's up against, Shalini Yadav and Ajay Rai, this could record one of the biggest margins, far bigger than what the Prime Minister got in 2014. There is palpable enthusiasm and energy. We were literally crushed by the Modi wave on the way here to this place. The Prime Minister's cavalcade will be coming from where Rahul Srivastava was reporting outside the Lanka gate and will drive about 6 kilometers. The Prime Minister is nowhere in the picture, yet people are singing, they are dancing. This is celebration time. We're looking at these images and we hear a lot of chants of Modi, Modi, but
had it been Priyanka Gandhi, it would have been a fight. It would have been a fight. But has the Congress given a virtual walkover to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Kashi, especially Priyanka Gandhi, first saying, yes, I want to contest from there, and then Ajay Rai's name being put forward, Rahul?
But it's terrible messaging, Gaurav. Priyanka Gandhi told she told IndiaToday not once but multiple times that she wanted to fight for Varanasi. That her office was constantly sending the message that she's told Rahul Gandhi she's up for the battle. They've even made campaign plans here in Varanasi, and they've chalked out how they would campaign, they would box Modi in, he'd be forced to spend more time in Varanasi than he would otherwise. And at the last moment, she opted out. We told Rahul Gandhi, vetoed her candidature, saying it's not a good practice for top leaders to be fighting each other. Well, where is the fight? Where is the hunger? Where is the stomach to take Narendra Modi on? If she had fought, it would have sent a positive message that she's willing to fight the tallest leader there is. It would have galvanized the Congress worker here. She would have probably lost. It would have sent a very strong message. After having built this speculation, after having fueled the speculation, to now back out of a contest just sends a very bad message. And yes, as far as voters here are concerned, the BJP supporters and otherwise, the messaging is very simple, that the Congress has laid down its arms even before the Battle of Varanasi got started.
Had she actually contested, Rahul, the impression would have been that the sister has the stomach for a big fight. She's willing to take on someone as powerful as Narendra Modi in a constituency like Varanasi at a time when Rahul Gandhi, who's represented Amethi thrice, looked for a safe seat in Wayanad in Kerala.
But Gaurav, these are things you're supposed to think through. This is not something that can be decided in the middle of a campaign. Does she wish to contest? Does she not wish to contest? You should have formed an opinion on this. Priyanka Gandhi personally fueled stories around the idea that she wanted to contest. She said so on record herself. So after having built that up, the only way to go is to say, I've bitten the bullet, I will fight. There is no question of her overshadowing Rahul Gandhi, etc. in the immediate context. That's not relevant. The battle is not with Rahul Gandhi, the battle is with Narendra Modi. Her fighting would have sent one message, her not fighting sends the opposite message. And this really, like a lot of Congress's problems, is a self-inflicted wound. If she hadn't built the speculation, nobody would have thought, nobody really expected her to come to Varanasi to fight Modi. She herself created the story. She herself scored a self-goal, not her. Her party scored a self-goal on her behalf. It's really, really poor messaging at a time when you're up against the most formidable political communicator we have seen in modern Indian history. So leave the likes of Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Nehru, Indira Gandhi aside. In recent contemporary history, there hasn't been a communicator like Narendra Modi. You're trying to take him on. You're sending mixed and confused messages. It's really bad form. They should have thought this through. It's really, on the one side you got this mean, well-oiled election machine, and on the other side you have this very ragtag Lagan 11. There is no comparison in the finesse with which this campaign is being rolled out on the ground in Varanasi and elsewhere, Gaurav.
And Rahul, will the impact be restricted to Varanasi? Because you've been travelling across the length and breadth of Uttar Pradesh. So had Priyanka Gandhi contested from Varanasi, it would have had a positive impact perhaps on the eastern UP seats. She's in charge of eastern UP. Flip side, does this then have a negative impact on the eastern UP seats?
No, but he wouldn't have been comfortable.
Okay, we seem to be having an issue with that link in Varanasi where Rahul Gandhi is not far from the Singhdwar. These are images that you see of the Dashashwamedh Ghat. This is where the Ganga Aarti will take place in the evening, and you're looking at how the ghats look so different from what they did 5 years ago. We were on ground zero covering the ghats, covering Kashi 5 years ago. Then the changes over the years, 2017 assembly elections, and now once again 2019 Lok Sabha elections. And there you see the crowds building up. उत्सव भारत के विकास का, and festivity, the dance of democracy, the festival of democracy being celebrated here in Varanasi. We leave you with these images of Ma Ganga, of River Ganga and the Dashashwamedh Ghat. A quick break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.